Welcome to the Creative Brew, helping you keep your creative juices brewing. We're giving out chunks of insight, motivation, and practicality for your creative journey. If you're a creator, athlete, or entrepreneur, luck can only get you so far. Having the right skill sets are critical in your success. All Skill No Luck makes handcrafted, custom-designed flannel wear, made in the United States and based here right in Oceanside, California. They pride themselves on quality, creativity, and attitude. The perfect brand for the Creative Brew. Use promo code CreativeBrew10 and get 10% off and free shipping within the United States. You can check them out at allskillnoluck.com. My next partner is Elevate Coffee Trading, and if you appreciate specialty coffee, enjoy outdoor adventure, and love helping elevate the lives of children around the world, then you're going to love Elevate Coffee Trading. Their mission is to extract hope through love, coffee, and adventures. There's free shipping in the United States, and every bag of coffee helps sponsor health and education for children in coffee-producing countries and in areas of need in the United States. You can use promo code Elevate21 on your next order, and you can follow their journey on social media at Elevate Coffee Trading. Or you can visit online at elevatecoffeetrading.com, and let's start extracting hope together. And this show is brought to you by Tennessee Grappling Apparel, based out of the Knoxville area. Lifestyle wear for the modern wrestler or grappler. Use the promo code CB10 on your next purchase at TennesseeGrapplingApparel.com. We're back with a new episode of the Creative Brew, giving you insights on your creative journey. Today, we're talking about you don't have to scratch every itch. This is a great lesson for any entrepreneur, any creator, it's anyone that's maybe they have multiple ideals, maybe they just have a lot of things going on, and really trying to figure out where to go. This was actually something that really just brought up to me. Just even through meditation and usually my wife, she's usually pretty good about keeping me grounded. I'm one of those where I'm always having a lot of just crazy ideals or just things that pop up and trying to figure out, should I experiment with that ideal? Should I invest that time into that ideal? So really just something that, just that brought up, maybe brought to my attention was if you're in the act of meditating and people that even mindfulness meditation, just things that a lot of times certain things pop up, even just being able to just sit. People tend to have like little twitches, you want to scratch your nose. There's just all kinds of little things that pop up. And really learning and assessing how to let certain things go. Sometimes when you let that itch, the thing that you want to itch, sort of pop up, and if give 5 seconds, give it 5 minutes, and it actually tends to just fade away. I think this is something that could be relatable to our creative work or to just ideals that you want to work on. Or just life in general, that we don't have to scratch every itch that pops up. It's almost like the 5-minute rule, or maybe the rule of 5, is if an itch pops up or if something pops up, and if it's something that you can let go within your awareness within a 5-minute span, then that's something that, it may not be worth your time to do. Now, if it's something that keeps reoccurring, maybe there's certain ideals, there's certain themes that you want to explore, and it keeps popping up. Sometimes we can have certain ideals, certain things that pop up, and we let those go. Sometimes there's certain things that you are fully capable of working on. You have the skills, you have the technical abilities, something you can really do. And if it's still lingering, if it still stays with you, if it's still sort of burned in your mind and in your heart, then that might be the thing that you need to be pursuing. If it's still, you know, lingering after, 5 minutes, 5 months, 5 years, and, it's still in your heart to do, that is something you really, honestly, really need to fully explore, and see what develops from it. And then at the same time, if there's a sort of a trendy ideal and something that, you felt like, hey, that'd be cool to do. Um, sometimes you need to let that go. Sometimes that's not worth the time or investment, um, to pursue that. So really trying to figure out, you know, what things, um, what things are driving you, what things that you really want to pursue, and then learning how to let things, that really don't matter, or I wouldn't say not matter, but maybe you don't have the time to invest, that energy, towards. Sometimes you gotta let those things go, and that's sometimes the hard part. We always, especially with creators, we feel like we have to invest, all of our energy into certain ideals, and sometimes it's just, you know, a quick little ideal. If it's meant for you, if it's something that you feel like, hey, this is in my wheelhouse, and this is something that, you just feel emotionally attached to, gravitated towards, then you may need to pursue it. But if not, if you can sort of step back and where it says, okay, is this, this is a good ideal, but, you know, is this really worth my time? And maybe creating certain parameters around that. If an ideal pops up and you want to do it, is it worth your time? Do you have the talent to do it? Do you have the technical abilities to do it? And then is that necessarily going to move the needle in your own life? Though all those things you have to consider. It could be a cool ideal, but if it's not going to move the needle, in your creative work or in what you're trying to do in any form or fashion, then it's probably meant for someone else. So that's really one of the big things, I wanted to share today was, and I think something that's definitely prevalent in my life right now, as far as with just certain ideals, is learning how to put the ones that, honestly, I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter, but I really don't have time to invest into putting those back, and then really focusing on the ideals that for whatever reason stay with me. Those ideals or concepts. So like I said, personally for me, I do have certain things that I'm working on, um, that are connected to me in some form or fashion, that I am consistently trying to work on and pursue and develop. And then there's certain ideals that I think that's probably meant for someone else. So don't ever feel like, all the ideals, and even the whole concept of creativity, there's nothing new under the sun. Everything's been remixed, and repackaged in some form or fashion. So don't ever feel like, hey, this is a great ideal. Odds are someone else has it. It really comes down to who's in that position to execute on the ideal and package it in a way that's presentable for the audience. Um, so don't ever feel like, a new ideal or another ideal is going to come. Yeah, there's going to be another ideal or another itch that's going to come in your own personal world, and you have to figure out, is it worth the time? Do you have the talent? Do you have the skill level? And is it going to move the needle? So um, those are some of the things to consider, and hopefully this is a great model for my entrepreneurs and for my thought leaders and for my creators, is really figuring out that we don't have to chase every opportunity. Those opportunities are going to come in some form or fashion. So but what I can tell you is to consistently work on your craft, keep building your mind, keep building your heart, keep building your body. All those things matter, and trying to show up day in and day out, and consistently put out good work. You're not going to be your greatest every day, but just showing up, being consistent, and those opportunities are going to come to you. And you know what? Those ideals are going to come to you. Um, so that's what I got for today. Hopefully, you, like I said, for all my audience members, for people that consistently listens to this podcast, I thank you. I'm always in gratitude. And yeah, there's different ways to check it out. So SoundCloud, Spotify, Helium Radio. Thankful for all my sponsors. Um, Tennessee Grappling Apparel, Elevate Coffee Trading, Next Level Inspiration, and some of my new sponsors with the Canvas Bar that's here in Oceanside, California. So I wanted to give a quick shout out to them, and then some of my members on the membership platform. If you want to support this podcast in any form or fashion, you can go to www.buymeacoffee.com/the Creative Brew. And then for the price of a cup of coffee, you can support this show as well as future episodes. So that's what I got for today. Hey, keep sharing the creative journey. And as always, thank you and be creative, stay inspired.
Ups and downs, all the wins and the outs and the smiles and frowns. They will tell you, settle down, stay on the ground. But no, I won't take it. No, we won't take it.